Did we leave anybody back at Lindsay Thurber? Are we recognizing everybody today? That's awesome. Nate, no sandwich today? Sandwich.
Oh, sandwich? Well, no, because I was talking to Daryl this morning. You stole all the good food. I've been sitting for making fajita.
I didn't know that there was red velvet, so I took a vanilla and then I saw the red velvet.
So you're stocking up for something for the winter? Or?
Yep. Every 15 minutes. All right, a couple trustees still. Just one.
We're waiting for her. Oh, there she is.
All right, so the time is 1:03. I will call this meeting to order. So everyone in the room is aware this meeting is being recorded and live streamed at this time, I believe. Fantastic, thank you very much. Land acknowledgement. I don't know which trustee has the land acknowledgement. Trustee Manning, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair Chapman. Red Deer Public Schools acknowledges Treaty 6 territory to the north of the Red Deer River. Treaty 6 territory is the ancestral and traditional territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and the Nakota Sioux. We also acknowledge Treaty 7 territory to the south of the Red Deer River. Treaty 7 territory is the ancestral and traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Kainai, Piikani, Siksika, as well as the Tsuut'ina and the First Nation and Stoney Nakoda First Nation. We acknowledge the land that Red Deer is now on is also traditional territory of the Métis, and we are part of Region 3 with Métis Nation of Alberta. We acknowledge and give thanks to all the many First Nation, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. We are grateful for elders and traditional knowledge keepers who are still with us today and those who have gone before. Recognizing and acknowledging the traditional land is an act of reconciliation and a show of gratitude to those whose territory we now reside on.
Thank you very much, Trustee Manning. I would ask everyone to stand for the singing of O Canada.
I think we're going to invite some students from our improv team to sing live today. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Carton blase porte les payeurs, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, tes plus brillants exploits. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you so very much. All right, trustees have in front of them the meetings from May 11th, 2022. Hope trustees have had the opportunity to review. If there are any questions, comments with regards to that, if not, I would look for a motion as presented. Trustee Waters? All those in favor? Carried. 8, with regards to the agenda, at this time, I would like to remove 10.2 International Education Report and defer to a later date. So then everything else in the current agenda would move up. Are there any other additions, changes? If not, look for an motion. Trustee Manning,
Approval of the agenda as amended?
all those in favor? Thank you very much. And this is so awesome because this is always my favorite part. So as we can see in our gallery, we have a bunch of students with us today, and we will go into recognition. These are students from Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School. Deputy Superintendent Dan Lauer, I will give it over to you.
Thank you. So, as Chair Buchanan mentioned, it's always exciting when we get to recognize our students that have excelled at provincial level. So we have students here from Lindsay Thurber today to receive the recognition and congratulations. And I'm going to let the adults that are with you here give a chance to chat a little bit about it, and then you'll get a water bottle and a certificate. So let's start with Coach Jackie Shukin. I think that, and our kids will recognize here the time that our adults put in with our kids to make this possible, and it wouldn't happen without them. And I know our kids recognize it, parents recognize it, but Jackie is involved in that too. So Jackie, you want to talk a little bit about Sierra and Aislinn?
Yeah, sure. So we have Sierra and Aislinn here, both in grade 10, both competed at the provincial badminton tournament down in Medicine Hat. And they were able to take away some medals. So Sierra ended up bronze medal in category 1, and Aislinn ended up with a gold medal in category 2. And a lot of that really just comes down to the dedication that they showed in practice every single day for a solid 2 months of our season. They were there every practice, working hard to improve. And especially seeing as how we haven't had a badminton season in 2 years due to COVID, we are very proud of them and super impressed with all the hard work that they put into earning those medals for us.
So typically, I think we allow trustees to ask some questions, but because we're all from the same school here, I think what we can do is recognize everyone, and at the end you can share your comments and ask questions if that works for everybody. Excellent. Next I have Jen Mann. Jen, you have students with you today, or are you on? She would fill up this room with the size of her band. Right?
I did bring students with me.
Excellent.
Yes. So maybe I'll just ask them to stand as I introduce them. So these are students representing our symphonic band. In grade 10, we have Eli Wilson, who's a trombone player. Grade 11, Ava Lawrenson, who played a wicked tuba solo at the concert on Thursday. Grade 12, Grace Liptak, alto sax and bari sax in the jazz band. And we also have our token grade 13, Christopher Peckerly Hermes. And these students are all part of our symphonic band, which is our most advanced concert band at Lindsay Thurber. And last month, we participated in the Alberta Band Association Provincial Festival of Bands. And there were 95 bands and over 3,500 students that attended this festival over 5 days. And we were one of several bands to receive a Superior Award, but we were one out of only 4 bands that received special recognition from the adjudicators and got an Adjudicator's Choice Award as well. And when I went back and looked at the wall where we keep our plaques, I noticed that the very last festival we did before COVID was 2019, and we got an Adjudicator's Choice Award that year as well. It's amazing how you forget. But anyways, congratulations to these students for representing their peers.
So somewhere, I think stuck in the printer are your plaques, and so what I will do are your certificates. I will get you your certificates and your water bottles, and I'm amazed that your teacher Jen Mendelton, and I'm a very, very musical guy myself, and she used to get me to help play in the bands and the concerts and things like that. And so, no, that's not true at all. One time you remember that, she forced me to do it. And I couldn't keep rhythm. She made me come practice. I was so bad.
He's next.
So good job, you guys, and your water balls and your certificates will be coming. So much
Sounds
emphasis
good.
for.
Oh, thank you very much.
Excellent. So, One Act Play Festival, come on up and chat about your kids.
Okay, I'll come to this side. So maybe what I'll do is ask all of the Never Small One people to stand up, if you would. So similar, like Jackie was saying with badminton, with band, been a few years, it's been since 2019 that we were able to participate in the Zone Drama Festival. This year we hosted the festival, and for this, students, Drama 30 students direct one-act plays. And this year William Brody in grade 12 chose Never Small Alone by Daniel McIver. The rehearsals for him and his cast of Chris Armstrong, played Caitlin Sebash, and Emily Benson happened in period 7 during their prep, or when they were supposed to be in comm. But with special permission from the lovely Brad Anderson, we worked out a situation so students could be a part of this play. They put in endless hours and really kind of swept the Zone Award and advanced to the provincial festival at the beginning of May, which is held at Red Deer Polytechnic. We had later in the game technicians Gabby and Katie, some great crew, Reagan, and our stage manager couldn't be here, but these students were incredible and really represented our school and our city very well. They won some awards for design, for performances, and then they won the coveted Most Outstanding Professional Conduct in the Province Award, which is huge, and they put so much time into this show, and really just dazzled and did incredible work. So this is their rock stars.
Standing, I'll get your certificates.
Want me to hand you this up?
And I can do the water bottles.
Does this matter?
I think their names are on it, and I.
Yeah, that's so nice. And this one, I'll put in the display case. Is that for you today?
Anyone ends up without a water bottle, then we're gonna get you one. Next up, we have Skills Alberta Provincial Competition. Guys, Sharon here. This one.
So Sharon Stan is the curriculum leader for CTS, and she couldn't be here, but I just wanted to recognize that every year the CTS department at Lindsay Thurber gets excited for the Alberta Skills Competition. Both students and teachers enjoy the competition, even though they know there's a great deal of preparation and practice involved. And this year, this is an opportunity for our CTS department to showcase the tremendous skills our students have. This year, the competition was done virtually and live streamed throughout schools in Alberta, and that in itself was not the easiest, but our students rose to the occasion. We had 2 students that competed in culinary, 1 finished in the top 10, 1 student in fashions, and 2 in bridal, and 1 in junior braiding. And our big winner this year was Kaylee Coots. So Kaylee, could you stand up? And Kaylee won a silver medal in junior hairstyling braiding at the Alberta Skills Provincial. So congratulations.
I think it's great that it was Mr. Good talking about hairstyling and stuff. Next to me, he'd be the most likely candidate for that.
You second?
Yeah. Finally, is Trina here?
No, it's Tara.
Oh, Tara again, Trina. I was wondering, like, what's going on, our double dip with her? So, Tara's gonna talk about our Northern Alberta Improv League participants. And so, again, another story that I would sometimes drive bus, and I did at one time until I decided that I would acquiesce and stop for Tim Hortons' coffee afterwards. And that added, I'm not kidding, an hour and 15 minutes to our get home time, so we were driving well after midnight, and then she didn't let me drive again to
That's true. Yeah, so we have a 5-credit improv class at Thurber where all grades are together, and we every month compete in the Northern Alberta Improv League, which is run out of Edmonton by Rapid Fire Theatre. And Hunting Hills participates in that league as well. And in the good old days, we would bus up to Edmonton with our pals from Hunting Hills. Do you remember those days? And it's been a while, so up for the past few years and this year, up until the finals, all year, we've been meeting at the school one evening a month to compete over Zoom, which isn't always the most conducive to improv, but I noticed resilient up there. I was like, yep, that describes these humans. This year and every year with the nail, our class roster will rotate. Every month, 8 different kids play in the nail so that all students get to perform and compete. And the way the scoring works is a little like hockey scoring. Every month, you either get a +1, a 0, or a -1 for standings. And finals were in May. I think the same week we were at, I think the day before we were at provincials for Never Small. It was very busy and coming out right after legally blonde for a lot of these people. And we were so lucky. Our pals at Strathcona High School, we love very much in Edmonton, hosted and had an outdoor stage. So we got to finally pick up our pals at Hunting Hills and go up to Edmonton and compete in person in the Northern Alberta Improv League. And the winning team for the province and for the season are these 8 people. Logan, Brody, should I give grades? You give grades. I feel like I should. Logan Brody's in grade 12, Lexi Marquez in grade 10, Katie Calder grade 11, Gina Pim in grade 12, Conan Morale in grade 11, Galaxia Am in grade 11, Kaylin Sabash grade 11, Anna Raj grade 11, and they were wonderful and hilarious and great risk takers for one of their games. They just had the judges make up a random name of a game with some restrictions that devolved into complete chaos. But they really told great stories and worked together as a team so well, and it was really beautiful. And we did not stop for Tim Martins on the way home, so we were home before midnight. They took home the nail trophy for the year, so this is our nail.
It's a water bottle. It hasn't got a water bottle. Who's still missing a water bottle? Oh, then our band tips. I might just be short just one. Who else doesn't have a water bottle from? There you go. Super, thank you. All right, so we're open to questions and thoughts from our trustees. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Trustee Manning.
Thank you, Chair Buchanan. I'd first like to start by making a motion that the Board of Trustees congratulates and recognizes all of these fine students for their achievements. And then I'd like to make a couple of comments, if I might.
Absolutely.
Part of what we do as trustees is at the end of every board meeting, we have what we call celebrations. And one of my celebrations, well, the ones, we're only allowed one now. We used to be allowed more than one. But I want to thank you for all being here today. It's warm in here, and I know Trustee Peacock is probably not happy about that, but you're helping us with the warmth in the room. Thank you for coming. I know it takes time out of your day, and you're scheduled to be here. But my celebration today was going to be the symphonic band and their performance at the Arts Center last Thursday. And I know Mrs. Mann knows this, but I don't think I've missed one of those performances in the last however many years I can recall. And in particular, your performance of the music from The Wizard of Oz warmed my heart. One of my favorite movies of all time, watched it every year as a child growing up, continue to watch it year after year. I hope you've all memorized it and understand the meaning behind There's No Place Like Home and what home means to you. And Red Deer Public is home to me, and I know it's probably home to some of you as well. And so I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank your teachers enough. And I know Mrs. Parker is in the back supporting students, and I want to thank Mrs. Parker as well for all her support of students over the years. Mrs. Parker and I entered kindergarten together with our first and oldest children. So we have a long history, and Al, I want to thank you for your service to Red Deer Public as you leave us and go on to better and bigger things. But just congratulations to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and take care.
Thank you so very much, Trustee McCauley.
Thank you very much. Lovely words, Bev. Sometimes it's hard for us trustees to get out of our pomp and circumstance and, you know, thank you appropriately and tell you how much we admire you and welcome you. And some of us are better at those words than others, so thank you, Bev. What you have accomplished is magnificent. Please don't ever forget what you felt the day you won, the day you became second, the day you became third. It's all magnificent. We have everything from sports to band to theater to skills to music, just all around what a school needs to be so its students can succeed. Tara looked over at me when she was talking about the shared busing between Hunting Hills and Thurber. I'm a proud parent of a improv kid. Love improv, have a true amount of respect for all of you that do improv. It's a hard thing. It is a hard thing. I was able to go to Ottawa with my son when they won at Thurber and was able to represent Alberta in Ottawa. And what a thrill. What a thrill. One of the things that I took from being an improv parent was the skill to say, and I shared it with my colleagues today, the yes and. And I know you guys are a lot better at it when you're on stage and you're doing that, okay, who's gonna say something and yes and. Use that in your life. Use the yes ands. Don't be so quick to say no, but use the yes ands. And that goes for the hairdressers, and that goes for the badminton players and the theater kids and the band kids. It's just an overall life thing that I think it really helps me to be a yes and person. So thank you for everything you guys do.
Trustee Waters?
As I look in this room, I just wanted to say that this is success. You are you are the representatives of Red Deer Public. Thank you very much for all you've done, and I hope that you can take part of it or all of it with you in the future.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I went into this saying that recognition is one of my favorite parts, and one of the reasons why is because everyone in this room is here for students, and you guys are so important. Please recognize all the frustrations, preparation, and hard work that went into getting to you where you are to be in this room. We appreciate everything that you have done and congratulate you and are so very proud of you. You all are amazing and remarkable, and thank you so very much for representing Red Deer Public School Division in the manner that you have. It is appreciated by the board, by your school division, the staff, and everyone, and your fellow students. So thank you very much. I would like to get a picture with each individual group. So we will go out into are we going outside or into the hallway?
Just in the hallway.
In the hallway. Is Aaron there already? Is Aaron taking pictures?
Text her.
Normally we take pictures, so. Anyways, so thank you very much. There is a motion from Trustee Manning. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you very much. So we will take a brief little break so we can go take some pictures.
Have a good summer, everybody.
Oh, you're right. Hopefully it'll take like half an hour. What's the temperature?
Yeah, so it'll probably be Angela, because she's the liaison, and Nicole, because she's the chair.
What a cute skirt you're wearing, I really like that.
We're not.
I spilled soup all over mine today at lunch.
Yeah.
spilled all over my jacket.